The Truth About Alice by Jennifer Mathieu.
Alice Franklin is rumored to have slept with two boys at the same party.
One of the boys, Brandon Fitzsimmons, star quarterback and virtual celebrity of their small town.
Alice is blamed for his death as she was supposedly sexting him, causing him to get distracted and crash his car.
This story is told in first person by four different teenagers. Elaine, the most popular girl in school who had an ongoing and off-going relationship with Brandon. Kelsey, Alice Franklin's best friend, Josh, Brandon's best friend, and Kurt, the ultra nerd who has loved Alice for much of his life. Elaine tells how Alice slept with Brandon and another boy at a party in her house. The once popular Alice was immediately labeled a slut and was shunned by almost everyone. When it then became known that the reason Brandon lost control of his car was because Alice sent him lurid texts, everyone in their small town shuns her. Although Elaine was on good terms with Alice before the party, she had never really forgiven her for messing around with Brandon at a dance when the three of them were in middle school.
We'll see Alice's ex-best friend joins Elaine in her crowd. In order to get in good with the popular girls, Kelsey lies and says she saw Alice go into an abortion clinic. She then writes a lie about Alice in permanent marker on the bathroom wall. Elaine and the other girls follow her example, and soon the stall is covered with lies. Josh, who survives the accident that killed Brandon, told the police that they had a few beers before Brandon's mother asked them to run an errand to the store. He also admits that Brandon was distracted by his phone. He later tells Brandon's mother that Alice was texting Brandon lurid messages. He admits to putting the idea of sleeping with Alice in Brandon's head the day of Elaine's party. He wonders if he had not brought her up, whether his best friend would still be alive.
Kurt is the high school resident genius and next door neighbor to Brandon. He has lived with his grandmother since his parents were killed in an accident when he was 5. Kurt has loved Alice for most of that time, but she barely notices he exists. Kurt overhears a math teacher tell Alice that she needs to get her grades up or she will fail. When the teacher does not suggest that he can tutor her, Kurt writes a note offering his help and slips it in her locker. She takes him up on his offer. Over the course of several months, their relationship deepens into friendship. Kurt looks for an opportunity to tell Alice that he knows the truth, but it never seems to be the right time. When he finally tells her what he knows, she gets angry and stops speaking to him.
Kelsey talks about her ultra-conservative religious mother who forces her to attend church and protest abortion clinics. She then admits how at the end of summer her sophomore year, she had a huge crush on Tommy, the other boy who supposedly slept with Alice. Shortly before he left for college, Tommy asked Kelsey to go for a ride with him. He took her to his house and she lost her virginity to him. Although she only had sex the one time, Kelsey got pregnant. Her mother took her to a clinic and made her abort the baby, and because of that, she started to blame Alice. The most important literary techniques we notice was irony, since there are multiple events in which the audience is led to believe something is going to happen, but then it contradicts itself.
The novel The Truth About Alice is currently banned in libraries and classrooms in the Indian River County School District located in Florida. The novel was challenged to be banned by administrators in November 2021.
The censors decided to ban the book because they thought it contained too much pornography. We agree that it did contain a good amount of pornography, but we disagree with the fact that they banned the book. We disagree because the book talks about something that can happen and does happen a lot in schools. Many people can be accused of being something that they're not, and we don't think people should ignore that fact. But they should address it and spread awareness instead.
The benefits of including The Truth About Alice in high school library would be that the students would be able to understand the damage and destruction starting rumors can cause to someone's life. Whether the rumors are true or a lie, if we were not to include banned books in our libraries, this would be restricting information from students and discouraging freedom of thought. On the other hand, if we do include them, then it would teach students how to think for themselves and to develop a deeper understanding of the world around them.